Do you ever have those moments when you're getting ready, you look down and a product catches your eye that just makes your heart sink because you just regret buying it, and even more so regret not having returned it? That's what today's video is going to be about. So we're not talking about favorites, we're talking about products that for some reason just totally missed the mark and just didn't work out for me. So I'm not going to ramble on too much about any one certain product. I'm just going to be really specific about why they didn't work for me. And just in case you might have been eyeballing some of these and thinking you might want to give them a go, today's video might make you rethink that purchase. Or maybe you might want to grab them because what I didn't like about them is what you're looking for. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. We're going to be talking about a bunch of makeup regret purchases that truly just did not work for me and I regret buying. So since we're still in the middle of summer, why not just go ahead and start out with the sun care products that did not work out for me? Especially in summer, I try to really be on top of my sun protection, so I was kind of on the hunt for the perfect SPF setting spray. So far, the only one that really works for me is the One Size SPF setting spray, but we're not talking about things that work, we're talking about things that don't. So we've got the Morphe setting spray. Now, this one will make you look like a greasy disco ball. It's not just going to give you a glow, it's going to make you greasy, especially if you give yourself a good douse of this, which is what I tend to do if I'm trying to touch up on my SPF. And the one from e.l.f., it gives you a glisten, but it's not a cute glisten. It's a very strange, odd glisten that there's no other way to describe it other than you just look odd. I will continue to use these. I will keep them in the car and just spray them on my face to help with SPF throughout the day, but never on a day that I have makeup on my face. And the reason that these are huge disappointments is because they both make promises to work with makeup. The e.l.f. one is the Sun Touchable All Set for Sun 45, which is good. Broad spectrum sunscreen with sun protection and setting spray. It's telling you right there that you can use this with makeup. This one is the Morphe SPF 30 Sunsetter setting spray. It's telling you right here to use this with makeup. No, even if you're one who likes a glow, I don't think you like grease. Unless it's the movie. Then we've got the e.l.f. Sun Touchable sunscreen. This is the Whoa Glow, and I have mine, not that the shade matters, I don't think, but this is the Sun Touchable Whoa Glow. I have mine in Sunlight. This is 30 broad spectrum, and it says sun protection and makeup primer. Now, I had this in my collection. It wasn't one of my favorites. It wasn't one that I was reaching for all the time, but I pulled it back out to use for that Shelby Ann drugstore tutorial. And the problem with this one is if you use enough of this to actually get your SPF protection, which doing your whole 2 fingers, this is gonna make your makeup flake. It just does not play well with makeup when you use the correct amount of this. So it's a no-go. And the NYX Glaze. This is an SPF skin tint. So that implies, just the product itself implies that you should be able to wear this in the sun. And what do we do in the sun? We tend to sweat in the sun. So anytime you sweat with this, if you have put a powder over top of it, it's going to streak and look a hot mess on your face. I did get a clip of it streaking on my face, and I will insert it here if I can find it. Maybe if you don't plan on powdering it, but I am someone who likes to powder my products, and it's a little lower on the sunscreen, so it's not even giving me like a huge, it's the 30, which is kind of lower. I like to go a little bit higher even with my skin tint. This is a thick skin tint. Usually skin tints tend to be thinner. This is not thin, this is a goopy product, and this actually reminds me so much of, I did the full face of Dollar Tree makeup, which, to be honest with you, a lot of that makeup is not terrible, but the foundation that I got was just crap, and this reminds me so much of the Dollar Tree foundation. I think NYX went to the Dollar Tree and bought a bunch of that foundation. and put it into bottles that said NYX Glaze. I don't know. I can't think of one single good thing to say about this product. I don't even think I would just wear it on its own to just throw on for something. It's just, ugh. I wish I would have returned this. This is one that I wish I would have taken back, but now it's been too long. Okay, so next up we have the Kosas setting spray. And this is just a disappointment because this does not hold your makeup at all. So it's supposed to be a setting spray, and that's why I think this is a disappointment. If it just promised to be like a refresher or something like that, okay, but it does, you know, claim to be a setting spray. It's the Cloud Set. I also don't think it's giving you much of a cloud, like, I don't know. I'll spray it on right now. Let's see if I look cloud-like. We'll see if I look cloud-like after. This is a good sandwiching spray. Like if you're one of those people that likes to throw some spray on before you do your makeup and then sandwich it, like after you finish one layer of makeup, throw a little setting spray on. This is a good spray for that. And that's why I'm down to about here on this now, and I will finish it out because I will use it to sandwich, but I will never rely on this to set my makeup, hold my makeup, make my makeup last longer. So for that reason, this is a disappointment. This is the Inkey Ectoin Hydro Barrier Serum. The reason that this is a disappointment is just because I don't think this did anything at all. It didn't not work for me, and it didn't work for me. It just didn't do anything. So this is supposed to be to help repair your skin barrier, protect your skin barrier. I am one that uses tretinoin, so I'm always trying to keep things in my routine steadily that will help repair and protect my skin barrier. And this one I just didn't notice. I don't, when I use this and when I don't use this, I just don't see any difference at all whatsoever. So it's just no go for me. I will not repurchase that one. Let's talk glassy highlighter bombs, which I still, I guess, am on the search for like a glassy kind of bomb to give me like a juicy highlight, you know, and summer is probably gonna end before I find the perfect one. But I've got here, let's see, we've got the first one I tried, which is, actually no, the first one I tried was this one, which is the Danessa Myricks Dew Wet Balm in the shade Hot Water. I picked this up because Nikki LaRose was talking about it, and I love her, and I love a lot of her recommendations, but this one just doesn't last on me. So it's super beautiful. It's a gorgeous like formula. I shouldn't say formula. It's a gorgeous highlight itself. Like, look at how pretty that is. It's juicy, it's balmy, but it just doesn't last on me. And then she was also mentioning to like throw this on your eyes to give that wet look, which I love a good wet look. But for me, because I do have 43-year-old eyelids, maybe that's why this does tend to crease if I try to use it on my eyes. So it's just not a winner for me. And then I also tried the House Labs. Now, this one, I feel like maybe I messed up a little bit with the shade, but whether or not I went with the wrong shade, I don't think I would be a fan of the formula. Now, this is the House Labs, what do they call this? Bio Radiant, and I have mine in the Pure Glass shade. It's starting to get so dark outside. Hopefully the lighting's not bad. It's so juicy, like it looks juicy, and it's like you feel like you're gonna be juicy and delicious when you wear it. It never sets down, so if you're planning on wearing your hair down, your hair is totally gonna get caught in it. I picked up the Topaz shade initially. I swatched it and I thought I saw a ton of glitter, so I went and I switched it out for the Pure one. And I feel like that was a huge mistake because I don't think the Pure one was the way to go. It's just clear. Like I could put Aquaphor on my hand, I feel like, and maybe get a similar effect. I went into Sephora the other day and I swatched the Topaz one and all the other shades, and I was like, I got the only ugly one. Like, I don't know why I went with Pure Glass. That was just dumb. But even if I had gone with one of the prettier shades, because the Topaz one, it didn't look all that glittery in Sephora. I don't know what changed, but they also had like a pink one and a champagne one, and I was like, these are so pretty. But I'm not gonna fall for the trap because it it really does just like stay sticky, and I'm not sure I'm a big fan of that. Like, you don't have to set completely, but at least just not like be getting stuck in my hair and everything. And then this with the Lumi La Glace. Now this is less stick. It is very balmy and beautiful. This shade is more similar to the Danessa Myricks Balm. It's just a really pretty shade. This is the La Glace stick in the shade Sunset Amour. I think this is the darkest one that they have. It's beautiful. It is very juicy and glossy, but it doesn't last but for like half an hour. So you're like a juicy plump princess for 30 minutes. Like, who wants to be a juicy plump princess for 30 minutes? I want to be a juicy plump princess all day. So I don't know, but look how pretty it is. Like, do you see how pretty that is? That's pretty. And I'll wear it. I wear it on days that I know like I'm just gonna be out for a couple hours or something like that, but it does not last. So let's talk about two blushes that, to be honest with you, I don't think it's the formula. I think I just went with the wrong shade, and because I went with the wrong shade, every time I look at them, my heart just, because I never use them, and I don't know, just disappointing. So the YSL blushes, I know these made their mark. Everyone was talking about these blushes, and for good reason, because the blush itself is really nice. I just wish I would have picked a different shade. So this is Restless Rose, and this is what she looks like. She's like a pink shade with some golden shimmer, and she's a pretty blush. Let me put a little bit more just in case it's not pulling up in camera. I feel like it's so gloomy outside that it's like kind of hard to see, but it's a really pretty shade. It just, I never reach for it. Like, I'm not, I was in like a pink blush stage for a while, and I just haven't been. So now every time I see her, I was like, my heart sinks, because I'm like, if I would have gotten a different shade, I would probably wear this blush non-stop. But I get sad when I look at her because I don't wear her. This is the Huda Beauty blush, and what happened with this one was the same thing. I think this is the Faux Filter blushes, I want to say, and this is the shade in Ube. I picked up the Cotton Candy shade, and I thought it was too light on me, so I rushed without thinking, went and switched out the shade and thought, oh, Ube, that's different, you know, something that I don't have in my collection. But really, Mary, you didn't need it in your collection. You don't need a lilac blush. And to be honest with you as well, when I do wear this, if I don't top it off with something a little bit deeper, it does pull ashy on me as well. So I kind of wish I had returned this one, but you know, disappointing products. This is the Sacheu Contour Stain. Now the reason that I picked this up is because I love the Sacheu Lip Peel Off Stain. Absolute favorite of mine. But this one is a no-go. The pigment will just blend away. Now with a couple base products that I've used, I've noticed it'll show up a little bit more, but with most things, it just blends right away. And it definitely is not staying anywhere. It's not, it's just not staying. So that's a no-go for me. But I do love the Sacheu Peel Off Lip Stains. That one is still a winner. Now, I'm really sad to put this Kulfi mascara into my disappointing products, but the reason this is disappointing is because I feel like a mascara should give you like a solid 3 months before it dries out. This one, maybe because it's a tubing mascara, but it was drying out on me pretty quickly. I'm not sure if I would repurchase it again or not. While I did use it, I loved it. This does give you fanned out length, volume. It's a beautiful formula, and it cleans off very easily. I don't know, it gave me about a good month before it started getting really clumpy as soon as I threw her on. So now I will mention quickly these two lip products by Romand. These are the Melting Melting Balm, something like that. And at first I thought it was just the shades that I didn't like, because ChatGPT did pick out my entire Asian beauty routine, and that was fun. And it's like a mauve shade and a peach shade, but the problem with these lasting balms is if you put them on and you don't like let them completely wear off all the way, and you try to layer up a little bit more of it on there, you're gonna end up with like some chunky, gunky lips. And I just don't like that. Like, I don't like to have to like make sure that I go to reach for something and wipe you all the way off in order to have to put you back on. So for that reason, I don't really like these. I will keep them in my collection upstairs and just put them on for an initial lip product, but I will touch up with something else throughout the day and just not keep them in the car. Also, another mascara. This is by Essence. This is the Lash Princess that claims to be waterproof. That's why this is disappointing. It's not a terrible mascara. Now, it's not a mind-blowing mascara, but it's not terrible, but it's not waterproof. I wore this to the gym, I sweated, and this was running all over my eyes, stinging my eyes. It was probably a mixture of the sweat and the mascara, but still, completely 100% false advertising. This is not waterproof. I have another one of these somewhere. I'm not sure where it's at, but it was in my empties video. But I also wanted to mention these for Lawless Forget the Fillers as a disappointing product because these run out way too fast. Like, for a 20-something dollar lip gloss, it should be lasting me a minute. Let me throw this on because there's still a little bit in here, so I will show you. You see that they're gorgeous glosses, but they run out really quickly. I mentioned in my empties video that I thought my daughter stole my lip gloss and then like returned the empty tube. So I bought another one and it ran out in 3 seconds. So it's not my daughter, it's the lip gloss. Juicy, beautiful, plump, hydrated lips for like 2 weeks and then the bottle's empty and you gotta go buy another 20-something dollar lip gloss. So no. This is the Kiehl's Truly Targeted Acne Clearing Solution. I was so excited about this product because it's a liquid pimple patch and I don't always want to have one of those little plastic things on me, but I also want to treat my pimples, get them to go away quicker, obviously, and I also want to not pick at them. So pimple patches serve, you know, for me, they're a double whammy. This one though, I honestly think this makes some of my pimples angrier. Like, I think when I put this on, sometimes I wake up and my pimple is like pissed. So yeah, I'm not so sure. I thought I was crazy, but then I tried it a few more times. Yeah, I think it might make the acne worse on me. I have these 2 glitter liners and these are completely different price points. So we've got Essence, which was so affordable. This is a great glitter liner as long as you don't need it to last, because after about an hour, 2 hours, this is gonna flake on you and it's gonna start to fall all over your face and flake on you, and that's sad because it's a really pretty liner, especially for the price, but it does flake and fall off. And then this Moon Dust eyeliner, I feel like I'm playing a game show and I'm trying to like, you know, finish before the timer runs out or something, like on a clock. Literally the sun is like not even existent anymore. Okay, so this is the Moon Dust liner, and the reason this sucks is because this is like I can't remember how much these are, but Urban Decay is not cheap. It's like mid-range prices, and this one you can put 1 swipe, but it's just like a clear sparkle, and then you can put like 2 swipes. You know, that was actually, I did that 3 times or 4 times, but you have to layer this up considerably before I would ever dare to call it a purple glitter liner. At first, it's just a sparkle liner. And then, because you even see that Essence one that I just threw on there and it was opaque. This one, you have to build it up so much. Like, I expected more from Urban Decay, and for that reason, I don't reach for it because I have to build it up and build it up and build it up. So if I have 30 minutes to do my eyeliner and I want a purple glitter eyeliner that day, I'll wear this one. But otherwise to that, very disappointing. This Topicals Ingrown Tonic. This is the tonic that's supposed to cause ingrowns apparently, because this does not help your ingrowns or prevent your ingrowns. I think this makes me get more ingrowns. I have never had as many ingrowns as when I use this. Now, I'm absolutely crazy because I am going to continue to use this to see if it lightens up a little bit, because I do believe it is supposed to help lighten the area as well, and I don't want to waste it. But if you have ingrowns, get 10 Skin. You can pick it up at Target. It works phenomenally to prevent and to treat ingrowns, but this stuff is crap. And I thought I was going to get one of those like dual purpose products with this one, but no. I will stick with my 10 Skin and not worry about the lightening, because this is just nonsense. The Glamnetics brand. Now, I know this is not going to be a popular opinion, but I don't know why those Glamnetic snails are as popular as they are. I don't understand it for the life of me. I did try. I don't have the press-ons here because I tried them and they were crap. I don't have them. I will never buy those press-on nails again. If you do anything at all with your hands, those nails aren't going to last you. Those were chipping and breaking on me within 2 days of applying them, And those are honestly better than the glue, because at least I got 2 days out of the nails. This glue, it doesn't even last. Like if I glue this nail, by the time that I'm on this hand gluing the other hand, this nail fell off. Now, if there was a brand that they focused on something else and then they just happened to come out with some glue and some nails on the side for something, a cute like side release, okay. But Glamnetics, this is their deal. This is what they do. They do nails, and this glue is trash. Trash. I don't understand it at all. I do think they have another version. This is the brush on one, but I won't try the other one because that one, no. No, this one makes me sad. This is the Armani Luminous Silk. I thought that I was going to make kind of like a cute little collection out of these because I have the Vivid Coral blush and a couple of the eye tints, and I really, really enjoy them. But this Rosy Peach shade in the blush goes patchy on me no matter what I use it with. Doesn't matter what foundation. It doesn't matter what brush. This shade just goes patchy. So I do believe maybe the Armani Luminous Silk blushes, the quality of these is shade specific, which makes me a little nervous. I don't think I'll try any other shades because I mean you can get way more affordable blushes. I just kind of wanted to collect these, and this makes me not want to collect them. Now the eye tints, I really love the matte one, and then the shimmer one I would just say is okay. It's not nearly as blendable and just mind-blowingly amazing as the matte one, but I do like the shimmer one. That Rosy Peach blush is just this Thrive Cosmetics highlighter. This is so disappointing because swatched, it's gorgeous. Like, it's absolutely a beautiful blush swatched out. You look at this and you go, oh, that would be so pretty on my cheeks. But it's not. Something gets lost in translation with that highlighter. It just does. And it just doesn't look nearly as pretty on the cheeks. I think I'm going to try to get some use out of it by maybe brushing it on my collarbone, you know, to give a little, maybe on my shoulders after putting on a body oil, maybe for a little golden glisten. But that's it for that. And then this Anastasia brow gel. I just don't know who has the time or energy to work with this. Like, you have to put a little bit on your brush and then like dab it off on the side, and then like make sure you don't have too much because it's gonna get crusty, and then you want to clean it off of the side so that it doesn't get all looky in there. It's just, it's so much work. Like, this is like products like they should say like only for people that don't have children. Like, if you have anything else to do for the day, don't go for the brow freeze. At least I think maybe there's somebody that's so good at their makeup they can just throw that on real quickly and it doesn't take forever, but for me, it's a no-go. So I think that was everything. I think that was all the products that I just, my heart sinks every time I look down at them, and I will try to get as much use out of as many of these as I can, maybe in a different way other than what they were intended for. I will declutter some stuff that I think might work better for a friend or my daughter, and then the stuff that I think is true garbage, I think I'm just going to throw away because I'm tired of looking at it and getting upset that I spent my coins on it. So yeah, thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with me today. Hopefully, if you were thinking about trying any of these products, now maybe you're a little bit more informed before you go make any purchases. And I appreciate you being here so much. If you enjoyed today's video at all, I would truly appreciate it if you would take another moment to quickly like, comment, or subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.